Hey guys, it's Coach. We're here again on our teaching video. This is for diversity, equity, and poverty. Today we're going to do a lot of just playing games, just reviewing games. And I went here to this one game. I'm playing against one of my students. He's with the Jewish Community Center, very dedicated to the sport of chess. So he just made a move. He's playing white, I'm playing black. I really need to be real careful when playing this guy because he's solid. He's a solid player. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to come out here, bring my knight out. It's always good to bring out your knights, man. Bring out your knights before your bishops. You want to control the four center squares. You can either do that with your pawns or with your knights. Now, while he's just sort of mulling over that move right there, I'm going to go to some other games. This is a great thing I like about LiChess, L-I-C-H-E-S-S. You can play multiple games. I do that a lot. I play multiple games. My chess coaches do it. They like playing multiple games, particularly with their teams. It's just a great thing to do. So we're going to go here. Now, this guy's not on my team. It says you play the white pieces. It's your turn. Now, this is just some random guy. I don't know who he is. But he looks like he's been playing for a little bit. My ranking here is at 1596. His is at 1550. I'm going to do the D pawn opening. Higher ranked players, high level players, they love doing that D. When they're playing white, they love doing that D4. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to hit confirm move. And we're going to go on to another game we're playing here. Boy, another game. Whoa, hold up. Man, all sorts of games are open here. All right. So we're going to try this one. Let's just sort of look at this situation. It's my move. I'm playing white. It's my 14th move. Let's just sort of look at this situation. I'm going to take a little breather here. And let's try to figure out what's going on. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What I need to do. Now, you notice here I got my bishop on B2. He's on the fianchetto. I basically want him to stay there. But I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn right here. And look, I'm fighting for those. You see the four center squares here? My knight's fighting for it. My bishop, my queen. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm that move. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to scroll down here. And I got two other places I need to respond to. So my opponent here, he's ranked at, he calls himself Trekkie, T-R-E-K-I-E. He's at 1739. Folks, he's like 61 points away from getting the title of chess expert. I'm only here at 1596. So I'm pretty much a peasant in comparison to this guy. So he did pawn E4 opening. And I'm not going to play around with this guy too much, man. I'm going to do some basic, solid, fundamental chess moves. Don't freak out when a person's higher ranked than you. He's over 150 points higher than me. But I still got a chance here. Just as long as I'm playing good, solid chess, still got a chance here. Now let me scroll down here and see where else I need to be. Okay. So I got two more opponents I'm going to. Here's another one of my students. Actually, I'm playing this student twice. And like I said earlier, man, you got to watch this guy. Now look, he's about to come right here. I'm telling you, that's what he's going to do. And I tell you why he's going to do that, because then he brings his knight here. Boom. Knight fork. Going to be threatening my queen, threatening my pawn. And so what am I going to do? I don't know. So what I'm going to do, wait a minute, he'll go right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my queen right there. Bring my queen to QD2. The D2. Oh, no, that's not QD2. It's QD7. So I saw him trying to do that. that knight fork. He's good on tactics. And know your tactics, guys. We teach the 7 deadly tactics. I'm not going to name them all, but double check, double attack, knight fork, okay? Know your tactics. There's more than 7, but you at least want to know the 7 deadly tactics. So those are the most common ones used. And what is a tactic? It's a move that gives you an advantage over your opponent. Well, this is a casual game, is it? No, it's rated. Okay, I've already submitted it. So now let's go up. Who else is here? Okay. Now this guy has moved. Right. And he took something. Okay, I can't see what I'm beginning to debate. Man, should I take with my bishop or should I take with my queen? What would be the best move for me to do here? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and take with my queen. She's going to be in the light square, so I don't have to worry about this piece. But I'm going to move here to take the pawn. I don't want a pawn that deep in my territory. Then 2, at the same time moving there, it protects this bishop here. Because if this bishop, dark square, this black bishop takes here, then I can take back. So we're good. So I think that's okay. So I'm going to leave it right there. So there we are, folks. So what am I playing? I'm playing like 6 different games. And we'll wait here a couple of minutes to see if any of my opponents respond. And until they do, let me just talk to you a little bit. Talk about opening game objectives. Let's talk about tactics. Let's talk about end game. Let's say a few things about the end game. You want to protect your passed pawns. You want to create passed pawns. What's a passed pawn? A passed pawn is any pawn that can move on down the board without being captured or blocked by your opponent's pawn. So you want to see about creating passed pawns. Then you want to protect your passed pawns. Best way to protect them is get a rook behind them. And you want to advance your passed pawns, because as that passed pawn gets closer and closer to the end of the board, to that pawn's 8th rank, you put more and more pressure on your opponent, because your opponent knows you can turn that pawn into anything you want, except for what? Except for a king and except for a pawn. So you put a lot of pressure on them. If you get a passed pawn, you protect it. Best way to protect it is put a rook behind it, and you keep advancing it, okay? What are some other things you want to look at doing in the end game? Well, there are fewer pieces on the board, so you want to use your king. A lot of times you want to use your king. Sometimes you want to use your king to either attack your opponent's pawns or to protect your pawns. But use your king. Use your king. Don't be stupid about using your king. Be wise about it. But now your king, it's okay to use your king in the end game to help you checkmate or to help you shepherd a pawn to the end. All right? And here's another thing I would say. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like one of my opponents has moved. Here's another thing I'd say about the end game. Slow down. Slow down. Lately, I've been losing a lot of games. Not a lot, but haven't been doing as well in correspondence chess because my end game, it just needs to improve. I just need to get better at it. But I feel that I am getting better at it because as I'm reviewing the games that I lose, I am learning something. So it's real important, guys, when you play, win or lose, review that game. But it looks like one of our opponents here has responded. Let's see who it's been. Well, I could have sworn he had. Maybe I was wrong. I thought I saw his thing down there. No, I guess not. Let's try this. Let me look here. Yeah, 2 guys have responded. 4 guys have responded. All right, guys, so it looks like we're going to get to watch Coach competing, possibly. Man, I got to be careful. I may lose some of these things. No, Black hadn't responded yet on that game. So let's look over here. Let's look at this one. Okay, it's my move. Black did respond. He did BC6. He did BC6. Good development move. Good development move. And so let's see what we're going to do here. Now let's just take and look at this very carefully. And guess what? I'm going to go ahead and take that bishop, because that bishop, that light square bishop for Black, He's on the long diagonal. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take. And if I get it right. More than likely he'll take back with the pawn. That's fine. Fair exchange. 3-point piece for a 3-point piece. Won't have a problem with that. So we did that one. Let's go down to another one here. That's it. So he's the only person who responded. Okay. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about local chess clubs, local chess teams. Contact your school principal. Just say, hey, ask the school principal, do we have an after-school chess program here? Do we have a chess team here at the school? If the principal says no, I'm sure the principal would be more than happy to try to see one come together. There's no doubt about it. Chess is great when it comes to reinforcing basic academic skills, reading and math, etc., thinking, critical thinking. So if the principal says no, they say, well, ask the principal about, hey, can we talk to the Family Resource Center director at the school? Can we talk to the Louisville Urban League? Can we talk to Diversity, Equity, and Poverty? See if we can partner with them in starting an after-school chess program or a school chess team. I'm sure your principal will be more than happy to do that. I mean, there's no doubt about it in my mind. Approach your school principal about that. Secondly, Urban League, and ask them, say, hey, when do you guys meet? Okay, none of my guys are ready here. When do you guys meet? I'd love to be part of your team. What do I have to do? Okay? All right. So as we're waiting here for some folks to respond, let's do some puzzles, guys. If someone moves, the computer will notify me. Okay, look. All right, and this is taken from an actual game, and this is a blitz game. So it's white's move, your turn. Carefully look at the board, guys. Find the best move for white. Find the best move for white. And that's going to, it's going to, boy, there's a little tricky here. Find the best move for white. It actually won't be tricky, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to take. See how the computer responds to that. Yeah. Boom. All right. Let's do another one. This time I'm going to be a little quiet, but I'm going to be quiet because I want you guys to look at the board and analyze the board. Every time your opponent makes a move, stop. If you're recording the game, you record your opponent's move, put your pen or pencil down, and just carefully look at the board. Don't immediately jump in there and make a move. Just carefully look at the situation. Are there any threats? Is checkmate possible? Is it possible that I might be checkmated soon? Your opponent might be checkmated soon. Are there any threats against my opponent's pieces, against my piece? Just be asking yourself some questions there. Be looking at. So it says right here, your turn, find the best move for white. Find the best move for white. Oh, one of our opponents just responded. So we'll get to them in just a minute. Guys, we're going to do this. I'm going to take here because it's free money. Mate. Oh, okay. It wasn't mate. I was thinking to myself, boy, I just put myself in checkmate. Well, he came down. It was almost a back rank checkmate when he brought that rook all the way down here to the D file. But I got him. Boom. I guess he didn't see that. All right, guys, let's go over here. Somebody did respond. And let's see. Oh, here we go. This guy responded. Let's see how. Carefully look at this situation. And I'm not going to say a whole lot, but here's what I want. It's white's move. I want you guys to start talking amongst yourselves. What do you think would be a good move for white and why? Don't just say, oh, this is a good move. No. You got to say why. Give an explanation. I'm not worried about right or wrong. I just want you to say, hey, I think this is a good move for white. Say this to your students, your fellow students, your chess coach, your teacher, and just say, well, raise your hand. Just say, hey, I think this would be a good move for white, and this is the reason why. Okay, let's look at this. So let me see here. White took, like I said, that I knew he'd take that knight. I wasn't too concerned about that. But what's a good move here for white? You know what? Here's what I'm going to. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring this rook over. That's what I'm going to bring that rook over. So I guess coach needs to, practice what he preaches. I'm bringing that rook over because I'm thinking I can get some control over this file right here, over the C file. I think I can get some control of that C file. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'm not concerned about him taking here because I'll just either take back with the pawn or I take back with the queen. Yeah, if he takes here. And that would be no problem. What does concern me is that the possibility of him coming down here and creating some problems. See, if he moves that rook here, or he moves the queen, moves the queen there, or moves the queen there, and then he brings that bishop one down, that's going to create some problem for him. So I'm going to bring that rook here, and I'm with some concern about me watching for this situation right here. Now I'm going to confirm that move. Let's see if there's anybody else that's moved. What do you guys think? Is that a good move or a bad move for me? What would you have done? Talk amongst yourselves. Pause the video. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk to your chess coach. Talk to your teacher. Let them know what you think, what you would have done and why. All right. So let's get back here. Let's check. Yep, no one else. So let's get back to puzzles. Let's go back to doing some puzzles, guys. These lights are really getting on my nerves here, but that's okay. We need these lights. All right, so white moved. Your turn. What's the best move for black? I'm taking that knight. That's my attitude. I'm taking that knight. I'm taking the knight. I'm taking the knight. That's all I can keep saying to myself. I'm taking the knight. He's threatening that rook. I'm taking the knight. Let's see if that causes a problem. Now look, let's see if that goes. Now, that was the wrong thing to do. Can you believe that? That's the wrong thing to do. Oh, wait a minute. Just move the rook. No, that wasn't any good. Folks, I'm going to have to see what the computer suggests I do. So I'm not saying anything else. You guys say anything? Let me know. Look at this, because I've messed this up. I haven't gotten this right. Well, I'm going to do that. He takes back. Now I'm going to save my. No, now I'll just take it. Okay. I don't know why he didn't want me to take with the. Oh well. Let's do one more. Wow, white did. What's the best move for black? Goodness gracious. This guy is killing me here. I hate to be quiet, but I want you guys to be quiet. I want you to think. Careful look at the whole board. It's white's move. What's the best move for white? Get some suggestions? Raise your hand. I'm going to do this. He blocks. And it says keep going. There you go. Let's keep doing some puzzles. Guys, doing puzzles are really important. Sharpens your chess thinking, sharpens your strategic thinking, your critical thinking. It's really important that you keep doing that. Your turn. Find the best move for white. Find the best move for white. You know what to do, guys. You know how to do it. Raise your hand. Say, hey, this is what I think. I think we ought to do this. I think we ought to do that. Find the best move for what. I don't always have to take. I'm going to try this. Nope. He said no. Oh, that was a failure too. Well, how about that button here? Okay. Well, that worked. Oh, that didn't work. Oh. Take with the pawn. That was a good puzzle. I'm going to say that was a good puzzle. But I'm not making too many points. I've lost some points there. Let's look at one more. Let's do one more. See if I can't get my point total up. Find the best move for white. Find the best move for white. Well, let's take that. Okay, it comes down. I don't know why he's doing all that. I have to get out of check. That queen's going to come over and check me again. Watch. Well, I got 8 points out of that one. Guys, let's go back here and see if anything's come up. See if any of the other people have moved, okay? Wait a minute now. The computer is not cooperating. No one else has moved. Well, since I'm here, I'm going to show you guys how to create a game. So you come over here to the far right side. First of all, look here. 10 games in play. So I'm playing 10 games at once. That's what you might call a simul. And then let's do, and none of my guys have moved yet. A little surprised. But I'm going to show you how to create a game. So hit create a game. So on the right there, variant, standard, time control, correspondence, and then days per turn, too. So which means you can take 2 days to make a move. Plenty of time to think about it. Casual or rated. I'm going to put down here casual on this one. And then I'm saying, hey, I don't want to play anybody. Actually, I'm going to change that a little bit to 1850. Guys, you don't get better unless you play someone who's better than you. Consistent play better players than you. You just improve, you get better. And I'm going to put down white. Then I want to start off as white. And then I hit there, create a game. So we'll see who responds. Now I'm going to do the same. Oh, wait a minute, it's your turn. Someone has already responded. You play the white pieces, it's your turn. So I'm going to play my favorite move for white. Bring my knight out. This was a move, this was an opening developed by Richard Reti, R-E-T-I. He was an Hungarian chess player. He was a guy who's like a whole innovator about the I forgot what I was about to say. I was slightly distracted there. But he was, usually the classical chess method was to control the 4 center squares with your pawns. So, but Richard Reti, he said, hey, let's do it with the knight. And they call that the hyper-modern opening. And if you look at it, if you move that knight out, look, 2 out of the 4 squares are immediately captured. You know, he's immediately competing for them. Plus, he's developed a piece, and now he's just couple of moves away from castling. So I like that move, man. I like that a lot. I like Richard Reti a lot. He's a good player. He's a legend in chess. So we hit that, and no one else has responded yet. So let's go back here. I want to set up one more game. I want it to be something other than casual. So we're going to do create a game. Create a game. I want this one to be rated. And I'm going to put down the black pieces. And then we're going to do that. And we'll just wait. We'll wait and see if somebody We'll wait and see if somebody responds, guys, okay? Now let's go back here. Hold up. Guys, this is a great site to use. It's a great site. Coaches, teachers, get familiar with this site. Get familiar with this site. There's all sorts of different things you can do with this site. This is a great teaching and coaching site. Players, get on this site and use it. Make sure that you're working in cooperation with your chess coach. Chess coaches are essential. They help you to improve. They help you decide what you want to accomplish in chess. They don't decide for you. They help you to figure out, well, coach, I just want to be a casual player, or coach, I want to be a successful tournament player, or coach, I like to learn a little extra money, whatever. They help you to figure out what you want to do. Then they work with you in helping you be the best you can be. They help you write down your goals. What are some of the things you want to accomplish? Well, write those down as goals. And your chess coach will help you work towards those goals. Okay? All right. Let's go over here to it's to the far upper right corner. It looks like a bell. I'm going to hit on that. It didn't work. I'm going to hit on, my picture is not. No, I'm going to go back to the bell. There we go. And, oh, wait a minute. Some guys already responded. So let's go to that instead. Let's go to that instead. He's responded. How did he respond? He castled. And he castled within 12 moves. Yeah, I always like it if you always teach my students, try to castle within the first 8 to 10 moves. Okay? That's what I teach. Try to castle within the first 8 to 10 moves. You're that much ready to attack. Get your king protected and then go attack. Now, I actually had a couple of people say to me, well, is castling really necessary? Well, I'll put it to you this way. I've reviewed a lot of games, thousands upon thousands of games. I mean, literally. And here's one thing I noticed. Grandmasters castle, international masters castle, chess experts castle. What's your excuse for not doing it? One of my coaches at the Queen City Classic bumped into a grandmaster out of Lexington, Kadenoff. Kadenoff is he's brilliant. The man's absolutely brilliant. Very personable, great guy. I would love to have him as one of my chess coaches. But she asked him about castling, and he said, "Oh, definitely." He said, "You definitely want to teach your students to castle early." And she said, "Oh, okay. Well, that's what our head coach has taught us." And he said, "Well, your head coach is right. So if a grandmaster is teaching it, I'm teaching." Yeah, okay. So let's look at this. It's White's move. It's White's 13th move. I'm going to move this. It's probably not a smart thing for me to do, but I'm going to move this pawn up because I want to develop that bishop. Let's see how it responds to that. Let's see how it responds to that. And let's go back up here to what I was going to do. Now I can't find it. Oh, wait a minute. I can't find it. Here we go. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to hit on my name. And that's not doing it. I'm going to hit here. I'm going to look at, they say, congratulations, you won. This is the game I played. And here it is, folks. Here's the game. See the notations there? 1 through 24. There's that game. Now, I was victorious because the person stopped playing. I was victorious because the person stopped playing. And that's not really a good victory. But it looked as if I wasn't doing too bad up to that point. So let's just review the game. See, I'm just hitting that one button, and you see how when I hit the button, it goes to the move, and it makes the move. And this is good opening development here. Now look how quickly I castled. I castled by the 4th move, guys. I think this is what they call the bishops, not the bishops opening, the Roux Lopez. There was a great local coach named Coach Miami. I don't know if he's still living in Louisville or not. I brought him into like a couple of my summer chess camps. He's really, I mean, his knowledge of the history of chess is really something. I really like it. But I tell you too, Coach Miami, man, he would play that Roux Lopez like nobody's business. I mean, man, that guy, he was great on that. And he taught my daughter how to play that opening. And my daughter's chess ranking, national ranking, it literally just shot straight up like a bullet. She was playing that Roux Lopez all the time, just went straight up like a bullet. It was amazing. So I highly recommend two things. One, learn how to play the Roux Lopez. Two, if you ever get Coach Miami to come down and give you some one-on-one coaching, get him. Because I can tell you from personal experience, man, he improved my daughter's chess playing by teaching her that opening. It was just, the results were just amazing. All right, so let's continue here. Okay, it's not bad. I got a little aggressive there. He brought out his queen. Let's just look at this. Okay. He took. I took back. What do you guys think so far? Talk amongst yourselves. If you need to, what do they call that? Put the video on pause. Put it on pause. Talk amongst yourselves. Look at this situation. You know, tell me. Talk. Okay. You know, how's it look for black? How's it look for white? Now let me continue. Well, look at the position of that bishop right there on h3. That's good. My rook can't come over and do anything. My king can't come up, can't move. He can go here and he can go there. That's not too good. Takes. Whoop, check. Now, I like that kind of, as opposed to me moving. I mean, if I had moved in that corner, it would have been okay, but it wouldn't have really been a good idea. I like the idea of coming up with that bishop and not only blocking the check, but also threatening the queen at the same time. I like that. So the queen runs away quite naturally. Now look, that bishop's trapped. Where can that bishop go? Anywhere he goes, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get his booty swatted. We have a dangerous situation developing here? Huh? Look at that. See what that bishop is? That black bishop? See what the black queen is? Do we have a bad situation developing here? So I moved the queen up. I probably should have moved that rook up. Why? Because I'm going to protect right here. So if he brings that queen on down, go ahead. My rook would have come over, but I put the queen at that. That really wasn't good. Check. You got to check. Whoa. Bishop is really up. Check. And that black queen is all over the place. And look, that black queen, it's not threatening checkmate, but it's just not looking real good for white. I mean, the black queen has just wiped out my Castle King's defense here. Just wiped it out. He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. He's got nothing left. So I come down here. I tell you, I remember this game. And the only thing I was thinking of, I need to get rid of that bishop. You know, I wanted to trade bishop for bishop. I want to get rid of it. And there you go. I took. But he did bring in the knight. And that's where it stopped. He didn't respond. I don't know why he didn't finish the game. He should have. He should have finished the game. And in fact, I'm going to say I think he really could have come out ahead on that. So, but I want you guys to sort of review that. Look at that situation right now. If you got a chessboard at your house, at your school, wherever you're at right now, set it up. Set this up. And then ask yourself, okay, now it's, whose move is it now? Now it's black's move. What should black do? You know, what should black do? And what should white do? Now, oddly enough, white's ahead because he's got two bishops. Black only has a queen and a knight. 2 rooks. White has 2 rooks. Queen, queen. White's got 2 bishops. Black has a knight. But look at the pawns. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7 black pawns against 4 white pawns. You know, and those black's rooks aren't developed yet. They're not well developed at all. They're not developed at all. And really, that black queen's just up there just doing her own thing. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going after that. I'm going after that. I'm going after that knight. I'm knocking that knight out. I'm taking that knight out. I don't want that knight to be there anymore. So you guys review that, look that over. Let me write this little chat message here. Hey, good game. Think you could have pulled it off. Daring attack on your part. Okay, and I'm gonna pass it to him. Hey, when you do chat stuff like that in chess, correspondence chess, guys, don't get nasty. Don't get stupid. Don't get arrogant. Don't insult people. Sportsmanship is a high value in chess. It's a very high value in chess. Every so often you will come across some little twit, some arrogant little twit. That's not good. Sportsmanship. It's a very important value in chess. I really get down on my students if they fail to practice good sportsmanship. All right, guys. Well, that's going to end this video. Again, I really enjoyed doing this, and we're going to do one more, last one in this series. And again, I just want to conclude by thanking Diversity, Equity, and Poverty and encouraging all parents, please contact that program. They're at the Van Hoof's building. Contact them, and they offer some great things for students here in Jefferson County. All right, guys. See you in the next video.